Hello again, everyone. Today we bring you the story of Juliet, a young girl from a small French village in the early 1900s. She dreamed of reading and learning, even though her life was hard and her family was poor. By following Juliet's journey, you'll learn new English words and improve your listening and reading skills. Join us for this tale, complete with pictures and lively animated scenes. Let's get started.
Juliet's story: A light and the heart of Paris. In a small French village in the early 1900s lived a girl named Juliet. Her father died when she was young. She lived with her mother and her little brother Louis. Their house was small but full of love. Juliet loved reading and school. Every day she went to school happily. She carried her books like treasure. In class, her eyes shined when she read. Her teacher, Madame Dubois, always saw this. One day, Juliet read a story aloud. Her voice was clear. Madame Dubois smiled. She said, "Juliet, you read wonderfully. You will be a great writer one day." Juliet felt very happy. She kept these words in her heart. She dreamed of writing her own stories. But Juliet's life was hard. Her family was very poor. Her mother worked hard, but money was not enough. One day, Juliet came home. A strange man was in her house. He was tall and wore nice clothes. He sat with her mother. Her mother said, "Juliet, this is Monsieur Dubois. He is your teacher's husband." Juliet looked at him. His face was serious. His eyes were cold. He was not like his kind wife. Monsieur Dubois said, "I heard you are smart. I have a job for you in Paris. You can learn and help your family." Paris. It seemed far away. Juliet looked at her mother. Her mother's eyes were sad. The mother said, "Juliet, this is a good chance. You must go." Juliet did not want to leave school. She whispered, "But I love school here." Her mother held her hand. She said, "This is for our family, for Louise. Be strong." That night, Juliet packed her small bag. She put her favorite book inside. She said goodbye to her mother and brother. Tears were in her eyes. She rode in a carriage with Monsieur Dubois. She watched her village disappear. Her heart felt fear and hope. In Paris, the city was loud. Buildings were tall. Streets were full of people. Monsieur Dubois took her to a big house. Its paint was old. Windows were closed. A stern man opened the door. Monsieur Dubois said, "This is Juliet. She loves to read." The man looked at Juliet. He said, "Reading is no use here." He pointed to a small door. "This is your room." It was dark, cold, and small. Next morning, the man's wife gave her rice. She said, "No books. You will clean, cook, and bring water." Juliet worked all day. She cleaned floors. She washed pots. Her hands hurt. At noon, she opened her book secretly. Another servant saw her. She closed the book. "Stop that! Work first!" After 12 hours, Juliet lay on her mat. She cried. She missed her teacher's words. She missed her friends' laughter. After 3 months, the couple was tired of her. One rainy morning, the husband said, "Pack your things. I will find you another place." He took her to a small clothes shop.
A woman, Madame Renard, was inside. She pointed to sewing machines.
"This is your place. Sew these dresses." Juliet sat at the machine. Its sound calmed her. She worked 12 hours a day with 4 other girls. They shared bread. She whispered words from her book to herself. One day, Madame Renard saw Juliet reading her book after work hours. Madame Renard said to her, "Do you know reading and arithmetic?" Juliet replied, "Yes." Madame Renard said, "Then you can help me in the shop." Juliet was surprised. "Do you want me to serve?" The woman said, "Yes, come to the front." Juliet stood behind the counter. She greeted elegant ladies. She felt proud. One elegant lady, in silk, always came. She smiled at Juliet. She left small, nice notes. One day, the elegant lady forgot her wallet. Juliet saw it. She ran after her in the street. She called, "Madam, your wallet." The lady turned. She thanked Juliet. She gave her a coin. "Thank you, honest girl. Keep this." Juliet bowed. She said softly, "I cannot accept. I only did right." Back in the shop, Madame Renard was angry. "You idiot! I pay you to work, not run errands." Juliet's voice shook. "You barely pay me. I am treated like a servant." Madame Renard laughed. "You have a home and food. What more?" Juliet's eyes filled with tears. She said strongly, "I want freedom. I want to learn." Then a kind voice came from the door. The elegant lady was back. With her was Madame Dubois, Juliet's teacher. Juliet was surprised. She could not believe it. Madame Dubois said firmly, "Juliet is honest and brave. She will live with me. She will go back to school." Madame Dubois looked at Madame Renard. She said, "This lady is my friend, Madame Beaumont. She watched Juliet for me. The wallet was a test. I wanted to know if Juliet was still kind and honest." Madame Dubois took Juliet's hand. She explained that her husband, Monsieur Dubois, did not understand education. He only saw a job. He did not see a girl's dream. He was wrong. Madame Dubois said, "I was looking for you, Juliet. Now you will live with me and Madame Beaumont in Paris. You will go to the best school." Juliet took her book and bag. She stepped into the bright sun. Her heart flew. It flew to a new home, real education, and great hope. She looked at Madame Dubois and Madame Beaumont. She smiled a real smile. Her new story had just begun.